Hello from Yolo Ranch. On today's adventure, we're going to attempt to build a platform, pedestal, you want to call it a bench, about 5 foot tall, maybe about 3-4 foot wide, big enough to hold a 55-gallon drum of water. So it's got to be pretty sturdy. Sorry I keep looking away, checking out my wife, so I gotta get back to work. But we're going to use leftovers. We don't throw away anything at this place, and we usually end up using it for something. But follow along with us. As always, like, subscribe, share. Let's see what we can do with this stuff. Okay, a little bit farther. Show you guys what we're doing. So I'm notching out that sea purling, and I want to make something look like that. So and my chop saw does not fit 8-inch sea purling, so I had to use my worm gear, which ain't the easiest. I do got a little grinder, but I don't have any little grinder cutting wheels, maybe one, so I'll use the big one. It's good, but it's coming along. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I get it welded together, and it will be, that's what it's going to look like. Should be pretty easy. Get it welded on the top side, welded on the bottom side. I'm going to cut those into legs and braces. But problem is, ran out of gas on the welder, so we got to make a parts run. But it is late in the afternoon, so maybe we'll show you a different project. We're going to go to town in the morning. We got to get some other stuff too, so we might as well go once instead of twice, because it knocks a few hours out of the day.
Day 2, and we have gas again. So Jace is starting to weld this platform together. Kind of a rainy day. He had a late night with his buddy, came to visit. Ryan, what's his last name?
Cormier.
Yeah, Ryan Cormier came to visit. Tried our pickled egg line. Said he really liked it, so happy about that. I'm cleaning cages now, and Jace is doing some welding. Man, look at you go. I will admit, that's going to be a lot sturdier than what I planned. I was just going to do some 2x4 legs and put some supports on it.
I gotta take care of you.
Hi Jace, it looks like you got that finished up there.
It's welded together. It'll hold up a lot more than a 55-gallon drum of water.
Definitely.
When I put it all together, it was perfectly square, level, everything was great. Then I welded it, and I think the heat, I got a little more, but you know what? It's going on the ground. Where it's going to be is not level. The purpose of it, it's going to work just fine. I got it primered. We're just waiting on the rain to stop here in beautiful East Texas to actually be able to paint.
We're going to paint that stand. We're going to paint this barrel so that it doesn't grow mildew so bad, or moss, or whatever you want to call it. We've got the little hole drilled right there for the inlet, which will have a float valve on it. There's all the supplies we've got for hooking the barrel up. And then we will drill a hole straight down from there near the bottom. Not on the bottom, but we want all the sludge and stuff to sit in the bottom and not come out. So we'll have an outlet, gravity fed outlet There's the lid I got for it. That might be a problem.
No, we'll notch it. It'll be all right.
So it's gonna have a lid. It'll come out and hook up to our current plumbing situation down there.
Give the rabbits some water. Get them off a pressurized system. It'll go to gravity. Easier.
Well, the cups that we use right now are gravity feed cups, but they're on a pressurized system, so they constantly leak. I think we've said that in one of the last videos, but I think that this one's pretty much a wrap until we get it painted, and I'll show you again the installed video at a later date.
When it quits raining.
It is moving day for this project. I've got it all loaded up here on my little handy dandy trailer. Got the stand that Jace worked on, made for me. He welded that up. We got us a 55-gallon plastic drum. I got a lid for it and all my pieces in there. So we're gonna haul it down to the barnyard, get it set up, and I'll check in with you at that time. Alright, we got it down here and we got it unloaded. Put my level on there and got it pretty much level. I think it's YOLO level for sure, but it's gonna work. I've got my barrel up there now. I think it's gonna work out pretty good. So what I gotta do now is take that hose, and there's a hole on the side up there at the very top. So I'm gonna plumb that in there on a float. That'll fill up this barrel. I'm gonna cut me a hole down here in the bottom, and I'm gonna plumb it in to this PVC here. And because my barrel is higher than all of my waterers, it'll work really good as a gravity water system. I'm running out of daylight for today. I need to get me a ladder. Short girls don't work very tall. And tomorrow we should be able to get this plumbed in pretty quickly. I'm sure some people would find this a bit comical. What I've done is drilled a hole. This is actually the top of the barrel. Cut a hole in the top, of course, so we could work in there. I put a float system that's going to hook to my hose, my garden hose. And then down at the bottom of the barrel, I had to put an outlet fitting that will plumb into the rest of my rabbit watering system. Well, I'm not a small person. I'm not big, but I'm not small either. And I had to crawl inside here to screw that fitting on down there in the bottom. And there for a second, I just about thought I was stuck when I was trying to come back out, because my shoulders were caught right here, and I was trying not to break this float by pushing down on it. So I only had this little bitty hole to try to squeeze through. And I don't know, I panicked for a second, but I'm out. I don't have to pick up a barrel and walk to the house and wait for my son to come home to get the barrel off my head. So we're good. Now if I can get that tightened down good, I can stick it back up on its stand and finish plumbing it in. I just realized I do not have a T. I need a T or a 90. Well, back to the shop I go. Spend half the time chasing parts down. Think, oh, I've got everything, and then realize I need something else, so. I'm getting help. He says, hurry up. Alright, here we go. I got this all set up. Had to have my son help me. As you saw in that last video, I couldn't reach down in the barrel and hold the fitting on both sides to tighten it, come out of that barrel and get it tight enough where it wouldn't leak. So he helped me do that last night, and then today I regrouped, and after nursing baby rabbits all night, come out and got it hooked up. I've got my water coming in on the top on a float inside the barrel, and then it'll come out here. I haven't opened the valve yet because I'm trying to fill the barrel, and it's got a pressure regulator on the other side, and it's taken quite a while. So I just wanted to show you that it is done. Comes over, slopes down just a little bit to plumb into the rest of the system, and then it goes to the rabbit cages. So finally, finally we're done. And nobody got stuck in the barrel, so that's always a plus. Thanks for watching, y'all.